One of the biggest questions I get asked, especially when I'm teaching hobbyists who want to turn their hobby into a full-time profession, is, Derek, how do I make any money at this? How do I make money in the marketplace making stained glass windows? Well, fortunately, there is a really great roadmap for you to follow. There's a television series called Make It Market on BBC1. It's available internationally through BritBox. It's now an award-winning show, and I've been a mentor for the last 2 series of that, helping makers turn their hobbies into full-time professions. I'll leave links below this video where you can follow the story of 2 makers from the last series, Charlotte Saville and Emily Smale. I worked with them as a mentor to develop their brand and take their product to market. Logos and branding and pricing and ranges of goods, all of that good stuff. It was very exciting, and eventually they started full-time in their businesses. And today's video is a follow-up 10 months after the show. Let's see how they're doing. First of all, Charlotte.
Right, I've got some crazy news. I'm going to have to say it really quickly because otherwise these words will never leave my mouth. I am going to be on the telly. Hi everybody, welcome to those of you who have joined me. I'm honoured that you're all here for my crazy journey. I had no idea. It's been really, really overwhelming.
This is where the magic happens,
Fantastic.
Derek. The last sort of 5 years, I guess, my life has been taken over by stained glass. Big light box, which is
This
amazing.
is a massive light box.
Yeah, I've actually got 2. There's one here as well.
Yeah.
Other light box, got a green, yeah, the underneath bit is green. Yes, and I use this all the time this is where I do my painting. All my tools. Yeah, everything's kind of very much to hand.
Yeah.
All my brushes. Yeah, and I'm quite lucky in the sense that the swimming hats are only kind of like 2.5 centimetres, so I can just keep going smaller and smaller. And then these bits are all kind of just, you know, they're really bits that I can't use.
Yeah.
So bigger sheets of glass, and then it goes into smaller pieces.
So do you find that you're selling most of your work online now rather than at markets?
It's all online. I haven't done one market since I did the program.
Really?
So yeah, it's all online.
Now, something amazing happened to you recently, didn't it, with regard to the British Biennale? Tell us a little bit about that.
So the piece that was on the show, which is my synchro piece, I entered it. It's a category of taking risks. I feel like my whole year has just been an explosion of me kind of going, why not? Just apply for that, apply for that, apply for that. And if you take risks, sometimes they pay off. I applied for it and then I thought nothing of it. And then I got an email to say that it had been accepted. And then I looked into what it actually was and didn't realise what a prestigious exhibition it was. Yeah, so the piece went in and it was displayed at the Ruskin Centre, and then it sold.
Now doesn't that speak to the fact that we were talking earlier about the difference between art and craft? And you've made that transition from being a crafter to being a glass artist, now exhibiting at the International Biennale and having your work sold. That must feel surreal. It's incredible, isn't it, that development? Yeah, it is. But I also feel like it's a long time coming. I think it's quite nice to look and just make notes of everything, because by the time you've done something, you go back to do it again and you've forgotten how you achieved that colour or the texture. So these are the patterns that you've developed by going to local churches and looking at... Some of them are, just sort of botanical books that I like. So if you were asked to do it all again, would you do it again? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's been incredible. Yes, I would definitely do it again. I'm very jealous of the people going through it now, actually. I'm in contact with a few of them and I know what they're going through at the moment, and I know that it's really difficult for them. But once you get over the hump,
it will be amazing, and you know, fingers crossed they'll fly. Yeah, just got to believe in yourself, I think.
Wow, so this is your workshop.
Yes, my secret nook.
This is amazing.
Thank you very much. I'm really, really proud of it, really happy.
So how has it been since the show went out?
The show came out 4:30 in the afternoon. By about 6 o'clock, I'd made about £10,000. So that was just in that condensed period of time. And then over the course of the next sort of 2 or 3 days, orders kept coming in. And I think there was that video that I posted fairly recently where you kind of panicked, I think, and was like, oh my God, are you okay? But it was like it was a video from previous where I'd just come out for an hour and I went back in the house and I'd made £600. And that was like 3 days afterwards, and I just had to sit on the kitchen floor, and I was just like, I can't do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Like, how do I please all of these people? It's really difficult, and you know, it's a really unique situation to be in. Really lucky, really unique, but really scary. And you know, I think a lot of us were very kind of like emotional about it. And it's strange as well, because people will just literally, I'm just watching you on telly now, I think what you do is amazing, and you just think, wow, I would never think to do that. I would never think to message someone I'm just literally watching on telly. But it's really lovely, and people should do it more, because it's really kind. I had visions of how I wanted this to look. I wanted it to be quite whimsical. I liked the idea of having like this kind of secret area of where like my creations come out of. And so I really wanted a stone sink. So I managed to find one online if I want to do any lessons. Yeah.
And do you feel like teaching is a possibility?
Yeah, I do now. I mean, you know, definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But at the moment, I don't have any time to create the work that I want to create.
Yeah.
So I would like to spend a little bit of time doing that before I actually do lessons. When this show aired for the second time, I actually had all of my analytics in front of me, so I could see how many people were viewing. It was very nerdy. I had like screens around, and I was just like listening to my phone beeping. Because it's really interesting. It's really interesting to find out, you know, how many people are interested, and how many people are interested that look at my website to how many people actually buy the product.
So tell me what you're doing now out with the show to promote yourself.
I'm doing a pop-up shop in John Lewis for a week, so 7 solid days, the same hours that it's open. I never do things by halves. It's always just like dive straight in. So, and then obviously I'm selling on my website, so I'm getting money from there. And you know, word of mouth, people, repeat business, loads of repeat business. So I don't think I was expecting the response that I got for my flowers, let's put it that way. So I think it's gone above my expectation of what I was expecting. Now that people have seen me on the television, and you know, a lot of people have bought my flowers as gifts. Every box gets stuck down with my sticker. And then I've got my leaflet, which has got my kind of information on the front, and then on the back it's got how to care for the flowers. So yeah, I think I've covered most bases, and then it means that once that is down, that can then go in the post, and it goes straight through the letterbox. And I've done about 1,500 flowers now, and only 2 have broken, so I'm dead chuffed.
So just looking back over the last year, what are your sort of feelings about how things have gone?
Wow, how things have gone. Beyond my expectation, for sure. Super pleased that I did it. It was a massive gamble, especially as my youngest was so young at the time. I knew when I applied that it would be a real struggle in order to build a business to be as successful as I wanted it to be. And I think Make It at Market gave me the confidence, and as soon as filming had finished, it gave me the boost to actually pull my finger out and go, right, I've got 8 weeks and I need to build a website, I need to find boxes, I need to go to different places. And that's the kind of mentality that I think we all need if we want to become a maker. You need to give yourself a deadline, because obviously when you work from home there are no deadlines unless you get given one. So give yourself deadlines and make it at mark. It certainly gave me that kind of, let's get on with it, let's do it, let's get it done.
So as you can see, it is possible to make it in the marketplace. I really hope you enjoyed today's show. Check out the new series of Make It at Market on BBC One starting the 3rd of March. It will be available internationally on BritBox. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.